Imagine a coin so beautiful, and yet so physically demanding to create, that it nearly broke the United States Mint. This is the 1907 St. Gaudens high-relief double eagle, the pinnacle of American numismatic art. President Theodore Roosevelt didn't just want a new coin. He wanted a revolution. He despised the flat, uninspired currency of the time and demanded a gold piece that captured the depth and power of ancient Greek sculpture. To achieve this, he bypassed the mint's own engravers and hired Augustus Saint-Gaudens, the most famous sculptor of the era. The result was a $20 gold piece with a high-relief design so deep it felt like a miniature statue in the palm of your hand. Today, we are dissecting this $3 million masterpiece. We will explore the technical failures that led to its rarity, the secret Roman numerals hidden in the design, and the specific forensic weight markers that separate a genuine 1907 strike from a modern imitation. Let's look at the evidence. When the first dies for the 1907 high-relief double eagle arrived at the Philadelphia Mint, Chief Engraver Charles Barber was horrified. The design was stunning, but from a manufacturing standpoint, it was a disaster. To bring out the immense detail of Lady Liberty and the soaring eagle, each coin required 3 to 5 separate blows from a massive hydraulic press under 172 tons of pressure. In contrast, a standard coin is struck once and it's finished. This meant the mint could only produce a handful of coins per day, rather than thousands. The metal was literally being pushed to its breaking point. This technical struggle created a massive tension between the president's artistic vision and the reality of mass production. Because it was so difficult to strike, only about 12,000 specimens were ever released to the public before the mint was forced to flatten the design. This mechanical failure is exactly what makes the 1907 high-relief one of the most sought-after gold assets in the world today. One of the more striking features of the 1907 high-relief is the date. Unlike almost any other American coin you have ever seen, it does not use standard Arabic numerals. Instead, it features the Roman numerals MCMVII. This was a direct request from Roosevelt to give the coin a classical, timeless feel. However, this caused immediate confusion among the general public who struggled to read the date. By late 1907, the mint gave in to pressure and switched to the standard 1907 Arabic numerals, while also flattening the relief of the coin to make it stackable for banks. If you find a 1907 gold piece with the standard 1907 date, you are looking at the common, low-relief version. But if you see those Roman numerals, you are holding a piece of history that was struck during that brief window of artistic rebellion. Understanding the difference between these two strikes is the first lesson in high-end gold valuation, as the price difference between them can be hundreds of thousands of dollars. The struggle over the 1907 double eagle raises a question that we still debate in the financial world today. I am launching a poll on your screen right now. Should national currency prioritize beautiful art, or is its functional utility in banking more important? President Roosevelt believed that a great nation must have beautiful coins to reflect its power, even if they were difficult to make. The banks, however, hated the 1907 high relief because the coins were so thick and rounded that they wouldn't stack properly in vaults. They called it unusable art. As you cast your vote, think about the coins in your pocket today. Functional, but often forgettable. The 1907 high relief was never meant to be forgotten. By participating in this poll, you are helping our educational community analyze the value of aesthetics in the global market. Your engagement helps the algorithm find more history enthusiasts like you. Let's see which side of the debate wins, the artists or the bankers. Because of its immense value, the 1907 high relief is a prime target for high-quality counterfeits. To protect yourself, you must understand the forensic standards of the U.S. Mint. A genuine 1907 St. Gaudens double eagle is composed of 90% gold and 10% copper. It must weigh exactly 33.43 grams. Even a deviation of 1/10 of a gram is a massive red flag. Beyond the weight, the edge of the coin is a critical security feature. Unlike common coins with reeding or ridges, the 1907 high-relief features lettered edges with the words E pluribus unum and 13 stars raised in relief. If the edge is flat or the lettering looks sloppy, the coin is likely a fake. Authentic specimens also possess a unique mint frost, a specific texture created by the extreme pressure of the multiple strikes. When you examine a 1907 coin, you aren't just looking at gold. You're looking for the microscopic fingerprints of a hydraulic press that hasn't been used in over a century. Let's talk about the numbers that drive the elite auction market. The 1907 high relief isn't just a collectible. It is a high-performing financial asset. In the current market, even a circulated XF-grade specimen can fetch over $15,000. However, when you reach the mint state levels, such as MS-67 or MS-68, the prices skyrocket into the millions. In recent years, we have seen these coins consistently break records at major auction houses like Sotheby's and Heritage Auctions. The value is driven by condition rarity. Because these coins were struck multiple times, they often have tiny die cracks or marks from the minting process itself. Collectors look for coins that escaped these flaws. When you invest in a coin of this caliber, you are betting on the fact that art and history will always appreciate in value. It is a hedge against inflation and a testament to the fact that rarity is the ultimate currency in the world of high-end asset management. As we conclude our look at the 1907 masterpiece, we must mention its rarest variant, the wire rim. During the striking process, some coins had a thin, sharp flange of gold forced between the die and the collar, creating a tiny wire edge around the rim. These are the ultimate prizes for collectors. The 1907 Saint-Gaudens double eagle proved that while the government can control the money supply, they cannot control the human desire for beauty and perfection. In our next investigation, we are going to look at the 1922 high-relief peace dollar, another coin that the mint tried to destroy because it was too beautiful for the public to handle. You won't want to miss the technical breakdown of that silver rarity. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and your notifications are on. Share this video with someone who loves history, and tell me in the comments, would you ever spend $3 million on a single ounce of gold? Keep your eyes on the details and keep digging for the truth.